I'd like to share experience or my experience with that, what Duane was just talking about. Recently, actually today, I had an experience with it, and I think I was demonstrating a bit how to do this, or just had a reference experience that occurred. I had got dropped off at the golf course town and area, and I was going to hang out there. I also was visiting a friend whose name, by the way, is Duane, and I think he's the reincarnation of Duane Allman, the guitarist, who died in 1971 in a motorcycle accident. But anyway, he came to the door and he was really tired. His mother he lives with his mother, and he was, anyway, she woke him up and he came to the door, and I said, well, I was just going to pick up some things I left with you, you know, and I'll come back in a while and get them. And so that's cool. So on the golf course, they have this little chip and putt area, practice area. It's a good word for it, practice. So while I was hanging out there, well, the first thing that happened was I've been practicing this intention. And I've been using this with making golf shots. And it has just been working spectacular. So as soon as I got out there, like the second shot I hit, which was, it's about a 80-yard shot or something like that. Well, the ball went right in the hole. Freaked me out. I mean, I was like, my mind is completely blown because it's beyond the mind, you know? And I just use that phrase, but the ball bounced left, right, and in the hole. It didn't go straight in. It made this weird bounce. And I had a little bit of spin on it, but it was really funny. And I yelled out, you know, ooh, you know, scream and yell. And nobody's out there watching. Nobody saw it. But the same thing happened to me the last time I played golf when I went to a different place. Same thing. The ball went in a hole. Well, this time there were some guys down there that actually saw me walk up and get it out of the hole. And it was like, same thing. It was like really weird, difficult shot. Ball went in the hole. So now I'm standing out there, and after I do that, if I'm practicing, I just stop. I say, well, there's nothing more to do here. That's the best you can do. And but there were some young guys out there, and I saw what happened this time was I hit the ball from a distance. It hit right on the green and then bounced over it. It's very dry here and the ground is very hard. So it bounced over, and then these young guys were playing on the hole behind it, and one of them got out of his cart and walked way back right towards my ball. And he went over and he picked it up. And he's thinking it's his ball. So I'm walking over there and I said, I think that's my ball. And he said he thought it was his ball. That's why he picked it up. And so he said, this is what happened. He said, well, he also said, I haven't been playing very well. And I said, you can just use my ball. Just go ahead. And, he couldn't find his ball. So he gets ready. And I said, oh, by the way, this ball probably has really good energy on it for whatever reason. And because I could see when he said, I haven't been hitting it any good, that he could probably use the education. And that's what I've been doing on the golf course. Every time I go, I've been going and talking to people and educating them. And that has really been interesting. Many, many experiences in the last couple of months there. In any case, this time he hits the ball. it's a really nice shot, real close to the hole. And you go, yeah, you know, I didn't tell him what to do. All I said, you know, is good energy. And that's the thing that I do when I'm lining up a shot. I'll go, just hit your best shot. Just do your best. Let it be. Let it go. You know, make it happen. Just do it. All of those things. I mean, just one of those or something like that. Set up the shot and then hit your best shot. And it works fantastic. And so this guy, I told him when he finished getting his ball, he came back kind of over, and all the other guys are in the carts with him. And I said, hey, listen, I'll tell you how to putt in two minutes. I'll show you how to do it out here. And he came over, and we spent about 5 minutes, and I showed him everything, and just a couple of little tips and so forth. And he really got it, and he was very appreciative. And not only that, the other guys in the carts were standing there listening to the entire thing. So I had 5 or 6 people listening to this kind of education. And the main thing I said was, when you get over that, you line up the shot, just intend it. Intend for it to go just right. And that really worked. And so I got him I said, hey, you can find out how to find out more with whatever I'm trying to share. And I've got a golf video, and I've got other videos about, you know, and gave him how to find that out. So he hopefully, and some do, they're going to become, okay, I want to find out what this guy's sharing, and whatever. You never know what's going to happen. But I think what I'm doing with that was demonstrating practice and the viewpoint and the education in some kind of way that makes sense. And, you know, really the real thing is not, of course, how to hit golf better. The real thing is how to live better and be in this and intend. And then I would say the next right there, I'd stop and say, okay, well, everything Duane was saying there, yeah, bingo, bingo, bingo. That's, you know, and I was that's what I wanted to share about this, you know, having a way or creating, or whatever word you want to say, using the opportunities and become an educator in that sense actively, and your experience, you know, obviously it's not about making music better or writing or anything else that we do, but oh yeah, you know, I one thing to finish is I've noticed that when I'm on the really hit these shots, I don't hardly feel like it's me at all. I almost feel like the guys are out there on the course and they're putting the ball in the hole, you know, like that. It's like that. And I did have an experience on one of the courses where actually I was with my niece, and we got to the hole, and I went to find my putter, and the putter was missing. It wasn't in the bag. There was no way, unless I left it on another hole, that the putter could go missing. I didn't think I'd left it on another hole, but we went back to the last hole, all the way back, to look for it, and it wasn't there. We came all the way back to the hole that we were on. We got to the green. Don't believe it. When we got to the green, the putter was back in the bag. No way that putter could have come from anywhere else, but it was back in the bag. So I complained to the to the golf pro, my friend there, Bob. I said, Bob, you got ghosts out here. And, you know, actually happened. So that's how I know that, you know, this thing, you know, and the references to the guides and so forth is right there with that. And yeah, that's it. So. I just want to add on my experience at all three different times, including the time that I mentioned, there was an attack. I know this is physical plane stuff, but same thing really. You know, I was a physical attack of some kind has occurred, psychic attack that had a physical component, and like that, and it's pretty likely. So I just it's odd because actually what they're trying to do, of course, is prevent any kind of this real education from going on.
This planet Earth needs a lot of help from all of us right now. Dean Val of NUUU, Nations United, UNUversal, UNUversity, is contacting people around this world every day to share the importance of the all-natural environment supporting all of us. Dean Val and Duane Lee Heppner.org 501c3 have created CAN, Community Action Network, to help all communities become aware of how to be self-sufficient with permaculture and food and rainforests. We are always looking for real people to step up who want to learn what life on this earth is all about. We will be leasing large portions of land to create something wonderful for all communities everywhere. Contact Val Vittles on Skype and Facebook, and through the phone number and the website DuaneTheGreatWriter.net provided in the links, to get involved with what we all can do now. The NUUU, Nations United UNUversal UNUversity, is dedicated to supporting and providing a real purpose and real awareness with the all-natural environment supporting all of us. First comes this earth with food and rainforests, and to protect what is still here. For those who have the awareness to see what is actually taking place here with all the natural devastation, which is also purposely planned by WorldKontrollers, you now have a real opportunity to step up and do something with those who also care about your planet Earth. Duane Lee Heppner has created the NUUU, Nations United UNUversal UNUversity, which completely entails the all-natural environment everywhere, and a real education that has real value, and that far surpasses any commonly created indoctrinating educational system that does not focus on what sustains all of us naturally. Real survival makes sense with everything here that is self-sustaining.